From the English department, Mr. Kyle Weiss, and our starting setter, number 15, Abby Winkler.
When I transferred to West. Transferring at the end of my junior year was one of the hardest decisions I've had to make, even though it was for all the right reasons. Yes, I know it was pretty crazy, but so far I don't regret a thing. Walking up to the school my first day was the most terrifying thing I've ever done. Now, to give you some perspective, St. Francis was one hallway. West has a lot more hallways than that. Needless to say, I was kind of freaking out. My first class was English with Mr. Nice, all the way up in the tower. I remember everyone looking at me as I walked into the room. I was officially the new girl. I walked up to Mr. Nice, put on my confident face, and introduced myself. He was so nice and welcoming to me. He had heard about my situation and was more than willing to help me out with anything that I needed. Throughout the course of the next few weeks, Mr. Nice would always take time to chat with me before class to be sure everything was going all right. The class was in the middle of reading The Things They Carry by Tim O'Brien. If you've never read this book, it's a collection of stories told by O'Brien about his time in Vietnam. I was blown away by how in-depth Mr. Nice was going into the book. He took his time with the reading and even showed us videos about the war in Vietnam. I could tell he truly cared about his students and wanted them to succeed in his class. I'm going to sound like a complete nerd, but I kind of wish I had transferred earlier so I could have been in his class longer. He made class enjoyable. He was lively and excited to teach each day, and I know this sounds crazy, but after a while, I didn't mind walking up 1,000,001 stairs early in the morning to get to class because I actually liked being there. I've always had a love for English, and Mr. Nice's class only helped to strengthen that. I cannot thank him enough for being so kind and understanding during my 3 weeks at West last year. For him to have made such an impression in such a short amount of time must speak wonders to his character and his love for teaching. It is truly remarkable what someone's small act of kindness can do for another person. Thank you, Mr. Nice, and I wish you all the best for the remainder of the school.